The following is a presentation on visual rhetorical devices according to Rosemarie Thomson's The New Disability article. According to Thomson, there are 4 directions of visual rhetorical devices to show the disabled: the wondrous, the realistic, the sentimental, and the exotic. First we have the wondrous. This angle positions the viewer as ordinary, looking up in awe at the disability or difference of the subject. Because of this, the viewer sees the view as exceptional and ultimately not normal. The spatial organization gives the viewer the sense that what they are viewing is unlike them and thus not normal. Next we have the sentimental approach. For this approach, the subject is positioned below the viewer. The goal is to provoke sympathy from the viewer to the viewed. This is done by positioning the viewer as someone with power and that the viewed is inferior and reliant on the viewer to help them. This approach is often used by organizations run on donations. Next is the exotic approach. This approach portrays the viewed as alien, entertaining, or erotic, and the viewer is encouraged to examine the entire body of the subject. This approach may cause the observer to look up or down at the viewed, but ultimately, the primary spatial arrangement is that of distance. This distance transforms the observer into tourists or spectators who find themselves allowed to be enlightened or disgusted at the viewed from such a safe distance. Because of the image being a photograph, the viewer is allowed to gaze at the spectacle without the need to break away. Lastly, we have the realistic approach. For this approach, the distance between the viewer and the viewed is minimized, giving the viewed as much power as the viewer. This minimizes differences by establishing a relation. No longer is the person with a disability being the focal point and subject to pity. They are as important as everyone else in the image. The use of these approaches, according to Thomson, have made the familiar seem strange, the human seem inhuman, and the pervasive seem exceptional. This was done by the spatial organization, distance, and angles that help deliver a message to the viewer and ultimately how people with disabilities are viewed and treated.